remember they were playing in, where were they? They were playing in Jersey. Gunnar and I couldn't get near the hotel they were staying at, let alone get tickets and stuff like that, even though we knew people who knew them. Went to Los Angeles. They played Irvine Meadows Amphitheater. We were assured there were going to be tickets there waiting for us, and no tickets. We felt like Wayne's World. That was our life.
We learned that anytime someone asked us for tickets, we promised them tickets. We always made sure, personally,
that those tickets
they had
were
tickets waiting for them, because it sucks when you show up to will call. You're like, I don't know about your tickets.
That's right. But actually, we had a dinner in New Jersey. It was a guitar company called Kramer Guitars, and they knew a guy named Richie Sambora. And as a favor, we all had dinner together, and he looked at us and said, "You guys need to grow your hair out." Thank you, Richie. Okay, it's his fault. And Gunnar and I then, around that time, we went to go see the best rock concert we've ever seen in our lives. It redefined us in many ways. It was Bon Jovi and Cinderella at the Philly Spectrum. Hometown gigs for both of them, and Gunnar and I are lucky enough to say that we had the pleasure of opening a tour with Cinderella. And Tom Kiefer's on this ship, and all I could say is an immense talent, a great guy, and he gave us a real break when we needed one. So wherever you are, Tom, thank you for that, and thank you for the music. And John Bon Jovi, I don't think gets enough credit, because the fact is, he started the whole explosion, right? And we went through a bunch of people before we put together the right band. Believe it or not, we had some great guitar players. We still do that play with us. Howie Simon's on the ship. Joel Hoekstra has played with Nelson. I bet you don't know that Vivian Campbell from Def Leppard played in Nelson before he was in Def Leppard.
Bet you didn't know that Andy Parker from UFO was Nelson's drummer before Bobby Rock.
That's right. So we've had a really good time playing with some amazing musicians. And one of the guys that plays with us, actually, he played last night. We thought it was an injustice that people were turned away from his show because Extreme had to reschedule. And he's an amazing talent and a really dear friend of ours. And we're going to have him come out and join us on stage. Put your hands together for Neil Zaza, virtuoso musician.
You guys can do better than that. Neil Zaza, everybody. Now, we have a long history of musicians who are far overqualified to play with our simple pop songs, but this is one of the guys. The show last night, no kidding, was one of the best shows I've ever seen. The pacing was amazing. If you missed Neil in the main theater before, no kidding, you owe it yourself to go see him play. It's going to redefine guitar playing for you, for real.
Okay, so we're going to bring two things together. One of our favorite guitar players, Frank, of course, Frank Hannon too, but Neil Zaza here, and try to recapture 1986 at the Philly Spectrum in our own way.
It's all the same. Only the names will change every day. It seems we're wasted away. Another place where the faces are so cold. I travel all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy.
Take one here. Here we go.